Good morning, Tom.
Good morning.
Hi, thank you for doing this
Well,
training video.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, it's going to help a lot of people.
Mhm.
I know the setup is a little weird and we don't quite have our therapy window in exactly the same way because of the camera,
Yeah.
but we're all right. And what I heard so far when you came in is there is a something in there, you know what it is, so you know what your contract is.
Yes. Yes.
There's something that wants to push through is what I heard.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
That's right.
Okay, so there's a something that is wanting attention now,
Yeah.
and it's as if it's wanting to come forward to push through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just sort of, do you want to say anything about it before we go in the body?
Yeah. It's about my daughter.
Oh, okay.
My daughter had a tumor removed probably about 3 months ago. So
Right.
it's really hard watching her.
Okay.
So she did radiation and now she's doing the chemo.
Wow.
And she's isolated herself in a room. It's like she's a prisoner in her own room. And so she calls me. I had to buy a watch, Apple Watch, because she texts me, and so I'll just look at it and.
Yeah,
No
she's
matter-
in
no
constant need
Oh, yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, she'll text me, and even if I'm working with somebody, I'll just kind of step out here for a little bit and just do work and then come back, and so
Right. So you're on 24/7.
it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop, and it's really hard to witness her.
It is
And
very
there's
hard.
no real break from it.
No.
And it's coloring everything in your world, all the things that you have to do, even work. Like there's no moment peace for you.
No.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
So just
And these thoughts just come out of nowhere about, I'll be thinking about my daughter, I'll be working on her, then all of a sudden these thoughts about her dying.
right.
And so
Yeah,
that's the one that
That's the one where you sense her death.
Yeah.
If I got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just take a moment with that. So the place where she is going through a massive change.
Yeah.
Everything is, her chemistry is changing, every cell in her body's changing.
her hair is falling
Her
out.
hair is falling out. They have the cancer out.
It's a tumor, it's not a cancer.
It's a tumor.
Yeah.
They have the tumor out.
Yeah.
And the radiation and the chemotherapy is just to ensure that they have all of it? Is
Yeah,
that it?
yeah, so, because they couldn't get all of it because there are some wrapped around some vessels.
Like a
if they cut
ganglia,
it, she
yeah.
would have gotten
Is that in her head?
Yeah, it's in her left side of her
Left
brain.
side of her brain.
It was about 3/4 of the size of her left brain.
Wow, so huge, right?
Yeah, and they said that because it's slow growing, that it's going to take a long time for it to go also.
So this is a long-term process.
They said it's about 8 months, but it just seems like it's going by so slow.
Okay, it's not that long. It's only
No,
8
it's 8 months
months
that they said that
before they'll grab every little tentacle. Wow.
But it's just watching my daughter.
Yeah,
that
yeah. The
transformation.
witnessing is horrific.
It is.
The witnessing of her, and I'm going to say this in quotations, the witnessing of her death, because she'll never be the same.
Yeah.
She'll be a different somebody.
Yeah.
So let's just take a moment in your body there. So I want to, because it's that piece that's really
Yeah.
you're struggling with the most.
Yeah.
The piece about you having to be on call all the time, that piece is one piece.
Yeah.
And it kind of is like, gotcha
Yeah.
a little bit. But the piece that's getting you the most, the piece that's really got you is these intrusive thoughts, these intrusive, twisted thoughts that she's dying. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
How beautiful. We've got a twisted thought in the room. So let's just make that be our contract. The twisted thought that she's dying, that comes into your head many times and throughout the day, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so let's just if you, for a moment, just kind of let her be and let her die in the way that we know indigenously, that she is transforming. She's in the middle of a massive transformation. Right? So just the daughter you had is not going to be the same daughter you're having, and the daughter you're yet to have.
Yeah.
Can you feel that in your body? Yeah, big transformation.
When you first start talking about the death, I could just feel this heaviness in my face. Just felt like everything was just being pulled.
Yeah, big pulling down. Almost like a mask coming down or something.
Yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like right from here, it was just like pulling this mask.
Okay, yeah, just let's pull that mask. Let's really pull that mask. Yeah, we have to take the mask off, or for something is changing, huge transformation. Okay, how are you in there now?
This thing right here, just, I don't know how. This here it has like an energy to it. It has something that.
Yeah, just sort of, and how are you in here about that energy?
I don't want it here.
Okay,
push
so.
it away.
Okay, so it's something that feels negative.
It feels negative, yeah.
And okay, so can you stand to do something unusual with me?
Yeah.
Okay, can we be that ugly thing for a moment?
Okay.
So that we could get to know it a bit and see what it's trying to say. So, and if you could be it, and it could say anything, even though we, want it away, I want to get to know it a little bit.
So it's almost like when I step into it, I can feel it right here, and I've been really struggling eating, and it's like sometimes I gotta force myself to eat, and then some other days I just can't get enough. Okay,
so it's something in the digestive system, right? You eat or don't eat. This thing eats or doesn't eat.
Yeah.
If I got that right?
Yeah.
If this was a thing, it eats or it doesn't eat.
Yeah.
It feeds or it doesn't feed. Goes back and forth, this thing?
Yeah.
This thing that's in the stomach goes back and forth. This energy. Okay. Okay, tell me, how is that energy really important right now for somebody going through tumor? To eat and not eat. And is that something your daughter is going through?
Yeah.
In her digestive system?
She's really struggling eating. So anything with any smell, it'll just set her off, or she'll have like an anxiety attack.
Right, because of all that chemistry, right?
Yeah.
So this energy thing is a regulator of sorts.
Yeah.
It lets you eat and not eat when it's dangerous to eat when it's okay to eat. Is it something like that?
Yeah.
It's some kind of strange, just check in, is it like a sacred regulator that's helping her to eat and not eat?
No,
it feels the opposite?
It's an ugly thing.
It feels ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
Because it's the poison, the chemotherapy and all it's the poison that kind of makes it difficult to eat and not eat, right? But this dark thing, this ancient dark, seems ancient. Am I right about it being extremely ancient?
Yeah.
It's like exceedingly ancient. This really ancient dark thing.
It's got like jagged teeth there too. I can see it.
Yeah, it's got jagged teeth, so it can eat.
Yeah.
It kind of can regulate things, but it's extremely ugly.
Hell, I never felt that one.
Yeah, just let that.
It felt, it shot, went this way. It was like a surge of energy that just came out this way here.
Okay.
And while you were talking, I realized that this is my daughter's stuff.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Because you're her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Of course this is your daughter's stuff. You're a beautiful man. You're sharing everything with her.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing it with her, and you guys are one.
Yeah.
Right? So my worry is that we get rid of an ancient thing that is ugly, that is actually feeding her a bit between the chemo
Mm-hmm.
in her digestive system. So I don't want to throw it out yet, because I know it looks ugly,
Yeah.
it feels ugly, it seems older than the tumor, is
Yeah,
it? It
yeah.
seems really ancient, this ancient energy that can throw things up or feed things.
One of the things that I said when my daughter went into surgery, she had to pick one parent to be with her. Only one person could be there, and she asked for me to be there.
Yeah,
And so
you're fused.
when they were wheeling her away, I kissed her on the forehead, and I told her I wasn't going to go anywhere until she comes out. And when they were wheeling her away, I heard this voice saying that if she doesn't make it, I'm going to make sure that I cross over with her.
Yeah. Yeah, if she doesn't
that-
make it, you're going to go with her.
Yeah. and
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, and that part bothers me.
It bothers you
Yeah.
that you want
It bothers me
that you're so fused.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I know I've got my other kids, but
Yeah.
that still pops in my head.
Yeah,
once in a while.
yeah, you're going to go with her. And I believe there's a truth in that if she dies, you will never be the same. You will die too, and you'll be a different person on the
Yeah.
other side. Death,
Yeah.
you will go with her. You will not be the same. When my brother died, I died with him, and I am not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Can you feel that in your
Yeah,
body?
yeah, it makes sense now.
Of course you're going to die with her. You will never be the same if she passes over. It's that you and her are doing this together solidly.
Yeah,
So can we come back to that ugly thing
Yeah.
that sits in her? Because I want to try something else
yeah,
because we can take it away because you were able to put it beside you.
yeah,
But I wonder what would happen to her if she didn't have that ancient thing that lets her feed and not feed,
yeah.
that shuts her feed down
Yeah.
when it's not good. Because this thing to me is not trying to kill her because it feeds and doesn't feed. It's not like you're never getting any food.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's kind of like regulating when to intake the food and when not to intake the food, right? So it's I am afraid to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Do you know? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It may
yeah.
be an ancient helper,
Okay,
and I'm not sure.
okay.
So my question is, if we move the feeder not feeder
Yeah,
energy out, what happens to her with just the chemotherapy and like in other words, and just the like, will she eat it all? Like, is that going to kill her if she doesn't have that thing? So I don't want to. I want you to take some time in your body with this because she and you are here together today.
it feels like if we do take it out, then she's not going to survive.
Yeah, there's something about this helper.
Yeah,
This just take a minute. How does? Whoa.
ouch.
Yeah. Just. Yeah.
It's like I can hear this. I can feel it right there, and when I connect with it, I could hear. I heard it say, "Tom, I can help you," and I was saying, "Well, I don't need the help. My daughter needs the help, not me."
Yeah, but all my relations.
Mm-hmm.
She's not just speaking to, it's a she. This ancient thing, you called it a she,
Yeah.
right? So, you know, whatever's happening in your body is also happening in your daughter's body.
Yeah.
Like you guys are bonded right now. So let me ask you, inside you, does your daughter have this too?
Yes, she does.
Okay, so the way that you can help your daughter is to help her honor it more, and not try to fight with it.
Because this thing is transforming. It's like it's
Yeah.
going in a, it's like a circle like this. Reminds me of poop, but I don't know why. It just kind of, it's in a circle, but
Yeah.
it's not poop. It's just.
Oh, it reminds you of shit. Do you mean? Are you saying poop?
Yeah.
Okay, the way poop is like.
Yeah, it goes like this.
Yeah.
But it's just going in a circle like this now.
Yeah,
So it's
like a spiral.
It's transformed from this to, it's kind of, it goes like this.
Yeah.
And it goes in the inside like that.
Wow. And spiritually, what do you know about that?
I don't know anything.
About spirals. It's processing, right?
Oh, okay.
It's processing. It's processing, and you know, what is shit? What is poop?
It gets rid of.
Poop is yeah, it's probably collecting up all the crap.
Yeah.
And it's transforming it. What happens to crap? What happens to crap in nature? What does crap do?
It fertilizes.
Yes. Yes.
Something
for
just,
growth.
Something just dropped.
Right. Just
here.
wow. Wow. Yeah, this is the process of your daughter's digestive system through this processing. Because we gotta get rid of. She's gotta get rid of things in her body.
Yeah.
Right. The chemo.
Yeah.
So this is a dark regulator.
Mm-hmm.
It regulates. It's ancient.
It's changed color, so it's not this black thing that I've seen before, and that
Yeah.
this has. It's hard to describe the colors that I see within it.
And if you notice your eyes, like it's ancestrally. Can you see where you go?
Yeah,
It's
it goes,
ancestral wisdom of the digestive system.
Yeah.
It's an ancient helper that's helping regenerate your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So sort of check in. How are you now in there?
This is. It's not. It's different in there.
Yeah.
It's not like something that's burning or pushing there now.
Right. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
More sacred?
It is. I can feel it kind of moving around, like how I see that.
Mm-hmm. And you know this space where you and she are in the same space for a time.
Yeah.
There's a bit of bulking in you, a resistance in you.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sense that this is hers, not mine. And there's a breath. I mean, for a while, for 8 months, there is no separation.
Mm-mm. No.
How are you with that? Because
I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm fine
So
with
just
that.
let the body know that there is no separation, and there should be no separation.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's dying and you're dying, what it really means is that things are changing hugely.
Mm-hmm.
You'll neither she nor you will ever be the same.
Yeah.
It's the death of the old yous. But with this ancient helper, can you sense there's new yous coming?
Yeah. It's actually, before it was like way over. Now I can see it coming even closer now.
Yeah. You guys are not alone.
Mm-hmm.
You have ancient energy holding you, helping you stomach what's going on.
Yeah.
Wow. You won't be the same,
No.
but you'll be who you become.
Yeah.
Wow. How are you in there now?
I don't feel anything in here anymore. And I felt it there for, I guess, since my daughter, found out about my daughter.
Yeah,
So,
because you're sharing it with her.
yeah.
And she's got amazing, amazing helper. It seems to me she is, from here, right now, it feels, you know, she's making her way through this, that spiral. She's
Yeah.
spiraling through this.
Yeah.
And it feels to me there's lots of good fertilizer, lots of new life
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It feels like that. Are the doctors saying that too?
They're all they said was that because it's slow growing, that it's going to take a while to get rid of too.
So what they're saying there, it's slow growing. It's going to take a while to get rid of this, which is 8 months.
Yeah.
But everything they're saying, they're looking at is hopeful.
Yeah.
Just take that in. You are both dying, and will likely be two very different people on the other side of this.
Yeah.
And your children, you talked about your other children, and their children will have a new father and a new sister.
Yeah.
Just take that. And how is that?
It feels something a little bit right here. It's changed from here, but there's just a small little piece there.
And what is that piece like?
That one hurts a bit.
Yeah, yeah. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. This hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's really honor. It hurts.
Yeah, there's some days I just can't. I can't stop the tears.
Yeah. You cry for her.
Yeah.
Together. So you know that's all the two of you.
Yeah.
And for your sibling, and I don't even think it's just her. I think you there are sharing the whole family hurt, the tears for your children, tears for your partner, the tears for your daughter, your own tears. That's the processing, the collective hurt over this place that this thing has happened.
Well, especially her sons, they were there.
Her sons, yeah. Your
Patty
grandchildren.
Patty thought she was okay after the surgery. She just sent everybody home because she thought she was okay, and then she had 5 seizures, and her sons were the only ones home, so that really upset them.
Yeah, they saw that. They witnessed. So that's the witnessing pain.
Yeah, so they can't, they're too scared to be alone with her.
Yeah,
So,
for now.
It's my wife's mom and myself and her sister, or my other daughter, we all take turns.
What an amazing thing. Wow, just really let that have lots of amazing grace here. A whole family sharing this pain, this fear, this wellness, so much wellness there. Wow, and they will recover. Their mom's going to come home. The doctors are, the prognosis is good. She's just spiraling through it.
Amazing grace, you said, reminds me of my grandmother.
Ah, so she's here too. Yeah, so spiritually she's just surrounded, and her boys are surrounded through this painful time, just surrounded. Wow, how is it there now?
It's gone now.
Yeah, just really be beautiful with that. We're going to be closing this soon because there was a lot we covered. And I just want to just hold the whole space in a good way for the entire family.
Yeah.
Your beautiful daughter, your grandchildren, your grandmother, the whole family making their way through this death and resurrection, so to speak, this spiraling thing. I want to thank you for sharing.
Thank you too.
Beautiful. Thank you. Whoa, that was